I started a rental company from that garage with nothing. Through baby steps and reinvesting money, I've been able to build my way up. My mission is to give you videos to show you my progress. Follow my steps and you can do as I've done. All right, well, I'm just waiting for the last few rentals to come in, so why don't we play a game?
I want to play a game.
Let's play the game of what are popular items that I rent, that you need in your rental company to start out with. Tables and chairs. Everyone's like, what should you get when you get a rental company? Tables and chairs. So I've got brown folding chairs. I've got white fan back folding chairs. I've got black Costco padded chairs. I also have white resin chairs. Also, I currently sub-rent Shivari chairs because you gotta give the people what they want. So I started with these brown folding chairs and they work good for backyard parties. This is the one that I recommend starting with if you're planning to eventually get into weddings. White fan back chair. So the white fan back chair is a little bit more fancy because it's got a fan on the back and it's white. So people like them for weddings, they like them for graduations, and you can charge a little bit more for them. But pretty much every time they come back, you do have to clean them. Not that you shouldn't clean everything when it comes back, but you get what I'm talking about. Brown chairs, however, a lot less maintenance. The black padded Costco chairs here, I quite like them. They take up a lot of room. I used to hate them. I've got a whole video on that. You can click right there to find that. So that's very important. Tables. Lots of people say, hey, you have to get like the good strong wooden tables. And yes, these are great. However, they're heavy, but they're easy to clean. But if you use white plastic tables, then you'll have to clean them between every rental, but they fit into people's cars. Don't neglect people coming to pick up from you. Even if you're in your garage and you're a little embarrassed, I did it that way for 2 years. And I did eventually get here just by trucking through. So it's okay to start in your garage. It's okay to use plastic tables. And I encourage it. Just, you know, I've got all different kinds. I prefer the better the Costco, the Star Elite. I've got a video on those ones. But I've also got like Walmart and Canadian Tire ones that work fine just as well. People like them better because they fit into their vehicles. If you're going for corporate doesn't want plastic tables. So for round tables, I've got lots of round tables. I've got some of the plastic ones, which are great. They're light. However, if you don't have a proper vehicle to transport them, then it can be a little bit of a hindrance. Looking back, if I could have got ones that folded in half, I would have been able to make things a lot easier. I had to buy a specific trailer. The trailer, I've got a video for it right here, that I used to haul the 5-foot round tables. They're great. People love them for weddings. Kids picnic tables. Honestly, they barely ever go out. I mean, they've probably paid for themselves by now. They're not like a big needed item. These 4-foot plastic tables from Walmart. They're like 30 bucks each. They're so cheap. And people absolutely love them. I have a cheaper price point, like $8 or something like that on my website. And people rent these things all the time. They're out, they paid for themselves time and time and time again. So the 4-foot fold in half plastic tables, super cheap. Call them light duty, like call them what they are on the website. People don't care. They rent for me in my area. Cocktail tables are very popular, but a lot of times people will be requesting like 12 of these. So if you have one, it's probably not going to go out. If you have 4, they'll go out all right. But when you start getting into the bigger numbers of these, that's when they really start going out for like holiday parties, especially Christmas time. So I had a lot of bookings for these this year because I now have 12. In previous years, I didn't get them out as much because I only had 4. Marquee letters, yeah, so marquee letters could be a great add-on to your business, and I do sell the plans for them, so obviously I'm going to plug them. Me and Les do. It would be a great all-by-itself business. You could pair it with my marketing package and you could do it all on its own, and then you could get into the rental realm just by starting with the letters. Check out a video I made about those. Do you like business but just don't know which kind of business to get into? I'm gonna tell you to get into the alphabet business. Build them yourself. I'm not even done building them yet, and I've already taken bookings for the summer. Jump on with me into this business venture. You won't regret it. I've built 14 of these letters and I've taken multiple bookings for them, so I know so much more. You can draw up your own plans, or me and Les already made the plans. So all you need to do is go and download them. They're already ready with all the files ready to cut. Bam! How did I make them, you may ask? First of all, I took the Baltic birch plywood, 1/2 inch thick. I took it to the CNC shop and they cut out the letters for me. It cost me $600. Anyways, you get the gist of the letters. Moving on. So decor, I've been getting into decor for about a year now. There's simplistic things like triangle arch that I managed to get out every weekend in the summer. So my triangle arch is quite popular. Barrels, when priced at $25, they go out quite a bit. Boxwood hedge backdrop for me, it only went out once on its own. Otherwise, to get it out, I had to put it inside packages with other things. I know what you want to do. You want to buy all your favorite things and you think that they're going to rent out, but they're probably not. You have to think of items that people really don't want to buy, and then those are, or that they're too expensive that they're only going to use once, and those are the things that people really want. So what electronics work good for me? Well, obviously photo booths work good. I mean, I talk about those forever. All of these photo booths here, I use pretty budget cameras. They're all Canon cameras. I got them all on classifieds. They're all extremely used and they all work great. Photo booths work good. I mean, I talk about those forever. There's one sitting right there. I've got, I think between me and Les, like 15 photo booths.
So I make a lot of money from photo booths and I want you to make a lot of money as well.
Make a good living off them. You can check out my videos, build your own. I've even got plans available for you to build them. But what are popular items? So Costco speakers, I've got a video on those. So as you can see right here at the back of our speaker, there's many different ways to connect. You can connect 2 microphones into the speaker. You can connect your phone through an aux-in cord. The Costco speaker and mic, people need a PA system and they want something cheap. I've priced mine at $49. They seem to go out quite a bit. I've got 5 of those speakers and that seems to be a good number for a rental company at my stage. Pop-up tents, huge item, especially if you market them the way that I market them so that they can join them together to make bigger tents. So if people are on a budget, they're going to pick up the tents and set them up themselves, and people do this all the time. They come pick them up and they pick up basically their whole wedding. So all I have to do is just help them load up their truck, and then I've done like a $3,000 event full of stuff. So pop-up tents, huge, one of my biggest money makers. And start small. I started out with some Walmart tents. I think I've got like somewhere around 50 pop-up tents, and they just go like hotcakes during the summer, right? So imagine you have 50 tents and they're all going out on a weekend. How much money is that? It's big money. And not to mention putting the walls separately. You can add the pop-up tent wall separately. People love the window walls, so you put those on there and you rent them for a good price. They're like, oh, we want the walls.
Well, you gotta pay for the walls.
Quick little tip, I say this all the time, plastic wrap anything you can, clean everything you can so that it has to come back clean or they get charged. Put stickers on everything. Presentation is key. The better presentation you have for an item, the more that you can charge. It gives it value. Patio heaters. Patio heaters, I do make money off them. People are like,
oh, they break in 3 seasons.
I guess I've had good luck with patio heaters. So like right at the start of the season and then right at the end of the season is when everyone wants them at the same time. And you can charge quite a bit. I charge $75 for a patio heater, and then I charge $30 for a full propane tank on top of that. A lot of times people will only use half the tank, so you'll save the money on the propane there. It's good money. But the patio heaters don't rent out that much. So if you don't have the space for them, probably skip on that item. I've got the Jenga here, and then I've got them stained 3 different colors because that adds value to them. It's not just like, oh, he cut the 2x4s. It's like, oh, they're stained. The Jenga goes out all the time, and I'm gonna lacquer them this year and make 3 or 4 more sets because they go out that much. I've also got Connect 4. I've got 2 sets of those. Both of them went out almost every weekend. It was great. So the yard games, I'm really gonna go further into that because the yard games are making me money. Okay, I'm the bartending photo boothing rental guy, so I've had quite a bit of good luck with bars, but since I've become a rental company, not so much. People will often book bartending services and book a bar with that, but booking a bar on its own, you have to price it quite a bit lower than you could if you're a bartending service. So with a bartending service, I could charge $250, $300 or more dollars per 4-foot bar, and to get this bar and my other bars out, I gotta charge like $60. And so if you don't have the space, skip on the bar. Well, shoot, it's time to go. I'm sure that there's more items that I could tell you if they rent good for me or not, but I gotta roll, so maybe we can make another video about this another time. Thanks for watching, guys. If you found value in this, please, I encourage you to watch some of my other videos or sub to the channel if you haven't. You know, I document everything from my rental company, the whole experience, and me building up from a tiny business to the medium-sized business that I am. And you can follow me to the journey of becoming a bigger business, because I'm relentless. I will never stop until I am big, and then I won't even stop. I'm never gonna stop. So come along the ride for me. Come with the journey. As always, you stay classy. Catch you on the next one.